Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On the run, it's Livingston. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Livingston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here we go. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Russ.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Working that left side now. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. It'll be a draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give out of the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Greenway. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Punts it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start.
Down to Sim on the left. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? like. Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, man, those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Pulls it in. It's Russ. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Here we go. Gonna look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. He's in open space downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense drags him down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Makes the catch. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's sacked. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money. And that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And, David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trying to set the tone with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Russ. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! And the route is on.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Marked out of bounds at the 29. First down, Commodores.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go back to the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's off. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Turning it on! And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here we go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big